report by Emmanuel Toh is actually very embarrassing, especially to IEBC, because this is open bribery of voters. It is there. You know, there are about 6 yeses in our Kalau at the moment. I cannot count the number of PSs that are there, launching development projects and giving out goodies, blankets, mattresses, that kind of thing, gas cylinders, you know, launching electricity projects.
But the people are saying it's on both sides. What you're calling bribery is on both sides.
No, I don't think it's on both sides. I've not seen our side bribing anybody. In any case, Trevor, we don't have the resources to bribe people. But government is bribing people openly, visibly. You know, GOK mattresses being given. Blankets. Rice. The other day I saw some speedboats. I don't know whether they're called the speedboats. In, a simple dam in a place called Dondori Wakiongo. PSs. And then they are saying, the PSs are saying that, it's just a coincidence. Yeah. We are just doing our normal duties, but incidentally, there is a by-election in Olkalau. How can you have 6 PSs developed?
Do the people of Olkalau deserve those things that are being taken to them? When a transformer is taken to the region that had no electricity, do they deserve it? When there are speedboats that are brought to a dam that you're talking about, do they deserve it?
Of course they do. Okay. But what we are saying, Trevor, is what we are saying, Trevor, is we are Africans. Okay. All right? Why do we have to wait for a member of parliament to die? For government to take those development, those transformers and all our view. At least in Mark's constituency, the government is doing those projects while Mark is still alive. So we find it an insult that all these had to wait until the Honorable Kiaraho died for government to bring in these things. And they are not bringing them because they love the people of all Kalau. They are bringing them to hoodwink them, to bribe them to vote for UDA candidate. And it is open. Yeah. I don't know why IEBC has not taken action, because I know IEBC has the power, for example, to disqualify any candidate who bribes, treats voters, and that kind of thing. So it's an embarrassment. And you have heard that lady say that actually people are not even working. Yeah. That when they hear government has come, or they leave their djembes in the farms, and it is also going to break families. Okay. One person there has said that hakuna bibi na bwana, because everybody is chasing after campaign money. Okay. Is this what we want to do? The way I talk is the way I talk. He has a way in which he talks. So he cannot say that I'm bitter. And even if I was going to be bitter, I have a right to be bitter if I choose to. It is not for IT to tell me when to be bitter, when to be happy, when to celebrate, or when to... it's my choice. So, and one thing that I found very, that's why I'm saying he has a set mind. He came here with a set mind, because he says that, that when development goes to Nyanza that we complain. Have I ever complained anywhere that any development went to any place? I have said in his show today that the best way to see that there is even distribution of development is to follow what Baba had proposed. If it is roads, devolve, Kera. How does that? Why? I've never complained that Trevor have been here so many times. I've never complained that development has gone to any particular region. I have never ever complained. And if there is any record of me having complained, I think it should be brought to light, because I can never do that. I believe in one Kenya. He says that I've not commented on sovereign fund that President Ruto talked about yesterday. Ayete, come on. There is what we call an agenda. It was not an agenda of this particular show. Why did you expect me to comment about something that was not an agenda? I'm only commenting on the issue on the table. Not anything. And I'm not in the business of praising Ruto like you. So that when he says something, before you say you do anything else, you have to praise him for what he did. It was not on the table. When it comes to the table, I'm going to give my comments. Trevor, you know, I had to still again say, small carry out an audit. Maybe like a month after the by-election next week. Will the government continue doing the development after the election? Because that is where now that question will be answered. You know, Mark says we should amend the law. Trevor, in Parliament, both houses of Parliament, as we sit here today, if Ruto does not want any amendment passed, it will not pass. Because he has the numbers. Of course, he bought ODM. That's why you will hear Mark here, who was, of course, I don't know whether he demonstrated in the Sufuria riots, who was rioting against that, now praising him because they have been bought. So we are not able to, even if we sponsor these amendments, they will not see the end of day. And he has lied by saying that Mamao roads are being done. Let him show me an inch that has been done in Murang'a County, which I represent. Then he says that Ruto has not been to Okalao, although he carries cameras. Poor listening. I did not say that the President Ruto, and he says that each one of us carries a camera with him. So I was saying, why have the cameras not captured development, distribution of gas cylinders, and speedboats in dams in other areas? That's what I was saying. I did not say that President Ruto has to be in Okalao. And he says that Rigathi Gachagua was a fish that was rotting from the head. The people of Kenya were very loud. They said, Kufa dereva, Kufa makanga. So if Rigathi Gachagua was to go, he ought to have gone with the driver who is President Ruto, because that is what the people of Kenya said very loudly. And if he says that by Rigathi Gachagua talking about and fighting for the rights of his people, that he was divisive, I challenge Mark to listen to C.S. Roko's speech when he was with the president in Embu recently. What he said. If he's talking about division, if they were trying to cure, to make a good Kenya, they Mark should start a motion for the impeachment of Honorable Roko for what the comments that he made in Embu. So people are just here masquerading as people who love this country and that kind of thing. And what we are saying about Rigathi Gachagua is a process of removal. And I'm happy that my brother has you cannot, condemn somebody unheard. Rigathi Gachagua fell ill, was taken to hospital. The Senate did not accord him an opportunity to be heard, which is what is supposed to happen. So we are not bitter. And if we have bitterness, we are going to express it by the way we are going to vote next year. Ayete here and Mark. I don't know what they are going to do. I don't know whether they will have any face remaining.